welcome to Dave's Dugout. I'm Dave Schimpf, and this podcast is all about softball. This is number 30. Missed 2 last week due to unforeseen circumstances. Last Monday, I broke a tooth and had to go to the dentist, and that's to be repaired yet. And then the Thursday prior, had problems with the air conditioner unit just before my podcast and had to call an electrician. And so I was tied up with that. So I couldn't have a podcast then either. So here I am Monday. So welcome again. This podcast, we talk all about softball. It doesn't matter if it's USA Softball, which is who I'm affiliated with. This podcast is not affiliated with any institution, any association. It's just mine. And we'll talk about NCAA, which just finished. We'll talk about Federation, which is finishing. We'll talk about PGF, NSA, U-Trip, whatever softball you want to talk about. Please call me. I have a toll-free number at 833-7-DUGOUT, 833-7-DUGOUT. You can call me on that, or you can leave me an email at daveumpire@aol.com, daveumpire@aol.com. You can leave me an email. And if you have a subject you want to talk about, maybe a rule, maybe something of interest, whether you're a coach, a ball player, an umpire, it doesn't matter. Okay, so let's get that out of the way first. Okay. Also, for those who get on my my podcast either by phone or in person, I have a mug for you. It's Dave Umpire mug, and in the background you'll see the neon sign. I don't light it up because it's too bright, but it's the same emblem. So you'll get one of these. If you'd like one, it's $10, and then there'll be a little shipping and handling involved. I make $5 off the mug. That's all. Try to pay for my podcast. All right. So there we are. So let's kick it off with last Thursday at St. John's Ryan's Roadhouse, St. John's, Michigan. It's called Ryan's Roadhouse. And we have a luncheon the first Thursday of each month. And so I attended that luncheon, and we had, I think, a record turnout this past time. And I'm going to bring it up now. And we're going to show the picture of who was in attendance. Okay, I'll show that. And if you can see this, that is who is in attendance. And I'll read off who they all are. Okay, if you're going to go left to right, it's Linda Hoover, myself, Gary Evans, Jerry Hansen. Gary Evans used to be a state umpire-in-chief. Jerry Hansen used to be our state commissioner. And we have Don Newstead, Laura, and I'm just going to read off first names, okay? And let me see here. Let me get the list up again, okay? Yeah. And Chris Armiel, I'm sorry. In row 2, we have Jamie Evans, Bill Humphrey, and Ron Welch. Bill Humphrey was a past president of ASA and also a past umpire-in-chief and past state commissioner. And then standing also was Rob Vargo, Claire, who was our designated driver from Kalkaska. She's no, I'm sorry, did I say Kalkaska? No, not Kalkaska. Colin. And then for Bill Humphrey and myself, Rick Havercroft, Roger Vargo, Dave Selden, Larry Tate, Dan Smith, Jim Connors, who was our vice president, and Ross Martin, who was our state umpire-in-chief. So that was the attendees, and I'm going to show that again, just so you know who our members were that were there. I'll even blow it up. There we go. I'll get a little bigger picture this time. Okay, there they are. All right. Linda, myself, Gary, Jerry, Don, Laura, Chris. There's Bill back there, and there's Roger back there, Robbie. Can't see them all, but I already listed them. Okay. And we had a very interesting. We always have an interesting luncheon. So if you're an umpire, feel welcome to join us. Okay, so this is basically all umpires. Some still doing the game. Most of us retired, but very active in USA softball. So you don't have to be active to be there. There's a few that aren't that active, but we enjoy it. Okay, we have nice conversation and nice lunch, and then we talk about some pertinent things. And we had discussions on softball. Had a great time. That's at Ryan's Roadhouse. I think the next one will be July 9th, a Thursday at 11 a.m. at Ryan's Roadhouse in St. John's, Michigan. So I got that out of the way. All right. Also, we with USA softball this coming weekend, we have the state games. They're called the state games, and it's a slow pitch qualifier. I do believe it's E or I'm not sure if it's E or F anymore. You can go on the website. Anyway, it's in Holland, Michigan. You can go on the website, which is USA Softball of Michigan.org. Okay, USASoftballofMichigan.org, and you can go on the website and you can find out where all the qualifiers are. So I think this is our third qualifier for slow pitch, and I do believe there's probably at least 5 or 6 more. So I had a couple in Davison. So go on the website. If you have a team that plays slow pitch and would like to play, and you're registered USA Softball, you're welcome to play. But you got to be registered USA Softball. Also, your teammates have to be registered USA Softball. But have a couple great turnouts. We had 17 teams and one. I'm not sure about the last one, but they were pretty close to that number. So we're getting good turnout. So please think about taking part. Okay. I plan on attending a Federation game this Tuesday, tomorrow at CMU, Central Michigan University. I do believe Heritage is playing, Heritage High School in Saginaw is playing our quarterfinal. And we also have, I think it's Midland Dow playing a quarterfinal. So a couple local teams and some umpires that are going to be umpiring there. We have Ross Martin, Jamie Evans, and Rick Havercroft. Trying to think who else. I think Dave Selden is also there. So anyway, we've got some local umpires that are going to be doing it. Okay, so I can watch both teams. I can watch all 3 teams, the two teams on the field, and the 3-man crew that works it. So for me, it's interesting to watch all 3 teams, and I plan on attending. I mean, things could come up, but I hear there's some possible thunderstorms tomorrow, so that could hinder some attendance and maybe when the games are played. So I do believe the first game's at 1 and the second game's at 4. So if you want to attend those games, get tickets. You can get them from the MHSAA online site. So now I don't know about the other states that are maybe watching. There's some people from New Jersey and Alabama and a couple other Ohio and Indiana that watch this podcast. So I'm not sure about their states and how their high school finals are, when they are, but they're probably close to the same time frame. So if you're in those areas, take in a game, have fun, enjoy that high school playoff games because you're seeing the very best that each state has to offer right now. So it'll be fun. It should be very fun. A little bit warm tomorrow probably, but it's okay. Rather have warmth than cold any day of the week. I just want to get that out of the way now. So looking forward to it. Okay, let's show some videos. I got some pretty neat videos that I'd like to show, and let me see here. Let's bring them up. Okay. Now these are reversed again. Don't forget, because of the way it's set up. I'm going to try and get this set up a little differently so that they're not reversed anymore. So, but let's see here when the first one is. Okay, here's one. All right, here we go.
Who's at fault on this play?
Swirling around the base at first, a collision, and Liss is able to hold
This is first base now. They're saying, who's at fault? Well, that's the runner. The runner is no longer in the lane, right? She's outside the lane. Okay.
Swirling around the base at
And
first, a collision,
she has a collision with the first baseman as she's trying to reach first base. Okay? You saw that. All right.
That's just entirely not true.
So we saw that. Who do you think's at fault? Is the runner at fault? Is the fielder at fault? Because it all happened right before first base. So what do you think? I'll give you my opinion. That's, to me, that's interference. For one reason, she interfered with the player trying to make the catch, and she's also outside the lane. So, and she's just trying to get to the base. Everybody says, yeah, she's just trying to get to the base, but she has to avoid the fielder. The fielder has the right to the ball on a hit ball. Fielder has a right. All right. If you want, we can watch this again. Let's watch this play again. Okay. Let's bring this up. And it's not a thrown ball. It's a hit ball. Okay. It's a hit ball. That's the interference. Thrown ball, that could be interference also for being outside the lane. Just remember one thing. If the catcher or a third baseman throwing to first base doesn't throw the ball, if they don't throw the ball and that runner's outside the lane and something happens, it's not on the runner anymore, okay? It's not on the runner anymore. So just want to let you know that. And that goes with USA Softball and almost any other organization that could happen. Now that we're speaking of that, and we just got college out of the way. If you watch the College World Series that ended on Thursday, 2 straight games, Texas beat Texas A&M. Texas had an outstanding team. So did Texas A&M. Texas Tech. I'm sorry, I said Texas A&M. Texas Tech and Texas both had good teams, great teams. Texas won both of them. It was fairly close the second game, but Texas pulled it out. And so just wanted to let you know on that. And now there's also some breaking news that happened today, and I'll bring that up. All right, let me change this a little bit. I'll bring this up. Two assistant coaches for for Tennessee, the Volunteers, are no longer going to be assistant coaches. That's Stephanie Sanders and Craig Snyder. They're a man and wife, and one used to be a coach here in Saginaw Valley University, and that was Stephanie Sanders. Craig Snyder was the hitting coach. Stephanie Sanders was the coach in charge of catching and other items. They reached the College World Series this year, but they didn't do well. They went out in 2. But so they were relieved of their duties. Snyder was a head coach at Texas Tech for 2 seasons, and prior to being the hitting weekly staff in 2024. And then Sanders had coaching experience at Penn State, Miami of Ohio, Villanova, and then Saginaw Valley State before being hired at Tennessee. So they are no longer there. So just wanted to bring that. That just came out a couple hours ago. So wanted to bring everybody up to date on that. So let's go back to some videos again. Okay, got another video here. Okay. This is a good video of what a home plate umpire should do on a home run. Okay, home run over the fence. Teammates are gathering around. And yes, we have a starting point where our umpire should be. That's USA Softball has a starting point, third base side in line with the plate. Okay, but after you take that position, move. Move to where you think you have the best place to be to look at the hitter, the runner, touching the plate. Okay? Now, let's watch.
Here's why you should never celebrate too early. This girl, she was celebrating with her team, but she jumped over home plate, so she had to go back and touch it. But who was waiting with the ball? The catcher. Thank you. You're gone.
What? Yeah!
Here's why you should never celebrate too early. This girl, she was celebrating with her team, but she jumped over home plate, so she had to go back and touch it. But who was waiting with the ball? The catcher. Thank you. You're gone.
What? Yeah!
Now,
here's why you should never celebrate.
Let's stop that and talk about it. And I bring that up because there's a couple ways to handle that. As you notice, the umpire was standing there looking, flipped the ball to the catcher after the player went past home plate, and now the ball is considered live. He put the ball in play, and the catcher can appeal 2 different ways. Catcher could appeal by stepping on home plate and saying we're appealing, or the catcher can do what she did and just wait for her to come, and when she came back, tag her. So both of those were appealable. And the umpire was standing right there looking, and he made the call. And she was out. Missed home plate on a home run. Got too excited. Jumped over the plate. Big mistake. Obvious. What was good about it, though, was the umpire saw it. The catcher saw it. Okay? The catcher saw it. Again, can appeal. All she had to do was step on the plate, say, I'm appealing that she missed home, and we would have an out, or she can tag like she did, and we have an out that way. So there's 2 ways, and that's almost any association. Doesn't matter, okay? That's the way it's normally handled. All right, let's go to another one.
Here's why you should never celebrate too early. This girl, she was celebrating with her team.
Okay, let me bring up a different one. Okay.
Zirkle winds, delivers, rips it into left field.
1 minute.
Heidelberg wins a walk-off single. Megan Boehm, senior.
I'm going to stop this and rewind it.
Winds, delivers, rips it into left field. Heidelberg wins a walk-off single. Megan Boehm, senior, wins it on senior day, and she's out. She never made it to first base.
Now the umpire made a bad move here. He called a dead ball when the runner came across home plate, which shouldn't have happened. I'm not sure if he verbalized it. If he didn't verbalize it, we have a live ball. Okay?
she's out.
What happened is,
She
in
never
order for
went-
that
she
runner to
never
be
made
safe
it
at
to
home,
first base.
with 2 outs,
Zirkle
that runner
Wines
has to go to
delivers.
first base and
Rips
touch
it
first.
into left field.
If you look at,
Heidelberg wins
she
a
doesn't.
walk-off
She runs
single.
towards the circle
Megan Bame,
and gets
senior,
mobbed in the middle of that mob,
wins it
and her
on
players
senior
are telling
day.
her to go to first base, but
And she's
it's
out.
too late.
She never
She's
went.
tagged.
She never made it to first base.
Okay?
Zirkle Wines
We'll
delivers.
watch again. Now, this is
Rips it
reverse.
into left field.
You can watch her
Heidelberg
run.
wins
She's
a
excited,
walk-off
takes her
single.
helmet off,
Megan Bame,
and she gets
senior,
into that mess.
wins it on
Okay?
senior day. And she's out. She never went. She never
Luckily,
made it to first
the
base.
base umpire was watching.
Zirkle Wines
Plate umpire
delivers.
made a mistake.
Rips it into left field. Heidelberg wins a walk-off single. Megan Bame, senior, wins it on senior day.
Okay?
And she's out.
Just remember one thing. She has to go to first base. She has to touch. She doesn't go to first base and touch with 2 outs. We now have 3 outs. And that run doesn't score. Okay? Because first base is the first obligation she has to make. She has to make it to first. It would be the same if she was walked or if she was hit and she didn't go to first base. Okay? You got to go to first. All right. One more. Let's watch another one.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Wines delivers. Rips it into.
Here's why you should never celebrate.
All right. 1 minute.
Here's why you should never.
Okay. Let's go to another one. All right. Now watch this again. I brought this up earlier. Perfect bunt. Beautiful. Coming up. That's afterwards. No, that's the runner that was. There she is. She missed. She doesn't go in the. But watch what happened. She never entered the running lane ever. She never entered it. Okay. She never entered the running lane. But the catcher didn't throw the ball. If she throws the ball, we probably have an out. Watch again. Catcher picked it up and doesn't throw. Okay? Now, it's pretty close at first base, but again, if she throws that ball, all right, it'd be altogether different, maybe. Let's watch this bunt. Let's watch it one more time. There's the bunt. Okay, umpire's in perfect spot to watch. Okay, perfect spot. Batter did a great job avoiding that ball and avoiding maybe having the ball. The bat hit the ball, which would be obviously something different too. So we have those things. All right. That's another play where, like I said earlier, that batter never. It's tough. We already know it's tough for a left-handed slap hitter or a bunter to get inside that lane, but that's the rule. The rule states you got to be in the running lane on the way to first base. Okay, you got to enter that running lane. If that catcher would have threw that ball, and that runner would have interfered some way with that throw, or the first baseman couldn't get the throw or whatever, we would have interference, and that batter runner would have been out. But the catcher didn't throw the ball. Now, a lot of people and a lot of coaches think you don't have to throw the ball. But the rule says you do have to throw the ball. You just can't hang on to the ball and say, hey, I couldn't throw it because I didn't want to hurt her. That doesn't get it. As an umpire, remember this, because we got a whole season of softball coming up and all these different associations except for Federation and NCAA. This happens in quite a few games. You've got to throw the ball as a catcher or a third baseman, we'll say. Okay? As an umpire, you got to be aware of that. I've seen umpires blow that call by saying, well, she didn't have to throw it. Yes, she does. Or yes, he does. Because we got all these sports coming up. Okay? So, wanted to bring that up. I do believe that was my last video. Maybe I got one more. Okay, one more coming up. Here we go. Oops.
Out to center. Knight has it. The throw to the plate, and it is in time.
Well, this is coming in reverse again. Now, I watched this game. This was on TV. This is Texas Tech. Now watch.
Panel slide. She misses her.
She missed
Does
her.
not get her.
She
Panel
really
is gonna
wasn't
be
safe.
and it's
She
a
was
tie
out.
game.
She was safe, I mean. Now look where the umpire is. I want you to watch this play again. We're going to watch it in live time.
Out to
Okay.
center. Knight has it. The throw to the plate, and it is in time. To tie
No,
it
was
up
it a
for
tough
former
play to see?
Taylor
Absolutely.
Panel.
They looked at this from three different aspects when I watched this
Panel
in three different ways,
She
and that was
misses
the best
her.
view.
Does not get her. Panel
Now,
is going to be safe, and
If
it's
we
a tie
watch where the
game.
umpire is,
Safe, and it's a tie game.
let's look where the umpire is. There's the tag. Now, where should the umpire probably have been? Probably way over, more to the left, right? More, way over there where that runner is that's trying to tell her to, whatever that's a backup player for the defensive team. Okay, should have been more way over there. Possibly even more the other way. Either way, you had a little better view, but more where he was standing, not a very good view for that tag. Now, was it very difficult? Absolutely it was. If we play this one more time, I really loved watching this game because this was a good one. And I remember this play.
Out to
Great
center.
throw, by the way.
Knight
Great throw.
has it. The throw to the plate, and it is in time. To
Certainly
tie
looked
it
like
up
it to me when I first saw it.
Taylor
Oh,
Panel.
got her. I said, wow. And then they showed a couple replays before they showed this one.
She
And
misses her.
she
Does
missed it.
not get her. Panel is going to be safe, and it's
Now,
a tie
everybody,
game.
a lot of umpires, we don't like replay so much. But you know what? They put it in to get the game right. And I respect that, okay? Umpire judgment is tough to do. And when that play happened, again, like I said, I had her out. I thought for sure she was out. And they showed a couple replays, and it still looked like she was out, but that replay showed that she wasn't. Now you got 3 videos out there. Now this is College World Series. They're going to have those kind of videos. If you were doing a regular college game, you probably wouldn't have that many ways to look at the play. But in one respect, it's good to have replay. Another respect, I don't like it because they've got too many videos, too many replays. They've got replays for leaving too early. To me, that's the umpire's call. The umpire sees it the best. Is it tough? Certainly. But if we start adding too many replays into this game, it's going to get out of hand. You can only look at so many plays, so many things to look at. Yeah, they had a couple plays where it was tough to see whether or not the pitch ball hit the batter's hands or the knob of the bat. And they had a great look at it. A couple, umpire called foul ball. And when the video showed it, it looked like it possibly hit her hands. So it was tough, very tough to see that. But video helped out there. So, yeah, not a big fan of it myself, but in other aspects, I do like it. So I just hate it when it comes to umpire judgment. That's all. So that's it. That's my videos. I hope you enjoyed them. I'm going to try and take in some games. We have some at Hoyt Park, my home field, so to speak, here in Saginaw. There's going to be 2 fast pitch state tournaments and a modified state tournament coming up soon. Late July is one, I do believe, and the other ones are in August. So I'll have more on those as they come along. Take in some games, play some games, okay? Play. My goodness, we need players out there. We need umpires. We need players. Coaches, probably. We probably need some assistant coaches to help out some of these teams. I'm hoping to have a coach be with me. I'm hoping. You know who I'm talking about, and I'll say his name is Gabe. That's all I'll say. I'm hoping to have him on. I'm hoping to have a couple umpires. I talked to one of the finest umpires in this country, if not the world, and I'm hoping to have him on here. A ball player nicknamed Tuck. He said he's going to come on. So we're going to have some ball players, coaches, and we'll have an interesting season. So stay tuned. Enjoy the game. Be respectful. Enjoy the game. Be comfortable. Stay cool in the hot weather as much as possible. And I won't be on Wednesday for my 250th anniversary podcast I have on Wednesdays. And I won't be on this Thursday or next Tuesday because I'll be in Connecticut. My granddaughter Eva has her graduation, so we'll be out there and out there for the graduation and enjoying the family out there. So that's where I'll be, and I don't have the ability to do my podcast from there. So anyway, see you in about a week, a little over a week. See you in about 10 days. Have a great one. Bye.